You're watching Yoga with Marcie, and I'm Marcie. In today's video, we are going to do yoga for when you're in a bad mood. And I'm in a mood today. So we're just going to do whatever the hell we want, and hopefully it puts us in a better mood. We'll see how that works. So, I'm going to do a lot, I think, on my hands and knees just to try to do easier stuff since yesterday's flow was kind of hard. So I'm going to start in a cat-cow. Start in a cow. Go to cat and just do a few of these. Because these are ones that always help me relax. They always help me reduce anxiety. And so that's why I was hoping that these will help put me in a better mood. But we'll see. To be determined. But also I was going to try to do some like relaxing stuff and just stuff that helps my nervous system. And see if that'll be helpful. Okay. Now I'll do a child's pose. Just get some of that easy relaxation at the start. Try to get ourselves centered and take a few deep breaths. I don't know about you, but it's crazy how much just like breathing helps, you know, like what we're supposed to do, like to stay alive. Okay, we're gonna go up into our first downward dog. Take our dog for a walk. I really love wearing these black leggings. I'm looking down and there's like dog hair all over them. Even though I ran the robot vacuum in here today, it doesn't matter. The dog is on these yoga mats. Like there's dog hair all over this yoga mat, which is fine. It's just like what it's like living with an animal. Okay, we're gonna do with our left leg stretched out. And then do a forward fold. Yeah, like these are covered in dog hair. I don't even know why I bothered trying to wear black. But, you know, dog problems. Oh, goodness. I'm just going to try to bend at the waist and not just hunching over, but trying to bend at the waist. And that gives me a good stretch to the back of my thigh, whatever that muscle is called. Clearly, I'm very skilled at anatomy. Okay, switch legs. Won't bend at the waist again. And again, you don't even have to like put your arm all the way out because like that's not where the stretch is since you're bending at the waist. So a lot of times I'll just put my arm on my thigh or my knee or whatever because I'm not like using it like to do any pressure. Like you're not trying to like pull your leg back by any means. Okay, and then we'll do our favorite twist. I wonder if it is a yoga with Marcie practice if we don't do a twist. I don't know why I like this one so much, but maybe it's just because my back always hurts like a motherfucker. But, it's our favorite twist. Yeah, I'm just in such a better mood now. I'm sure it sounds like it. Okay, we're gonna switch sides. Oh, goodness. I know I say this every time, but God, this side is so much worse. But I know, like, I've had more of my back problems is on this right side here. That's where it's stretching. And, like, that's where I've had more, like, neck pain and more pain on that side. So, like, it makes sense. It's just, like, annoying. Okay, and let's get back on our hands and knees. Get up into a downward dog. Okay, then we're gonna walk our feet up. I say till we meet our hands, but it doesn't matter, mostly just till you're able to stand up. Our hands overhead. And we're gonna do a couple of standing stretches here. I'm gonna stand shoulder width apart, my hands above my head, and just kind of lean to the right a little bit. Just kind of stretching my side. I'm gonna lean to the left, or the other way, whichever way you lean the other direction. And then the one I really want to do, which is why I wanted to stand up, was to do the forward bend, because that one really helps my back and is really relaxing. So we're going to do forward bend. You'll put your feet a little bit close together, and again, try to bend at the waist. And just lean over. And what I like, my favorite one, is if you put your hands on opposite elbows and then kind of rock back and forth like this. It really, oh goodness, this is a stretch on your back. For me, helps with my nervous system, just making me feel more relaxed. Okay, and then we'll do, let's go all the way back up to standing. And then let's do, what's that called? A forward bend. So that's why I have this nifty poster here. Something like that. So we'll put our legs wide apart, and then we'll go bend down forward, and then we'll put our hands kind of between your legs. This is where you can also use your blocks if you're not able to get all the way to the ground, depending on your proportions. Because I have really short legs. I'm just a short person. So sometimes I'm not, like these stretches, like I'm not really that flexible. It's just I'm a short person. So feel free to use blocks under your hands if you need it to get a little higher. Or you can also even put your hands on your knees. Although I find that like it's harder to balance with my hands on my shins. So, but maybe you're more balanced than me. Oh goodness, this is gonna be sore. This is a stretch. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn to the left like this. Oh wait, what are we doing? Okay, no, we're gonna do this. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna be in the middle, and we're gonna kind of just go down on our left foot like this, and then you'll see I have my right foot kind of comes up like this with the heel, and we're just gonna hold here for a few seconds. This is just another stretch. This one is whatever. Is that the quad, the back of your thigh? Is that called your quad? Don't know. Maybe I should find out. Okay. And we'll go up back to the middle, and we'll switch sides. Put our left leg up. And then just kind of balance ourselves here with our heel on the ground, but our toes pointed toward the ceiling. Whew. It's been a minute since I've done this one, but it always feels good. Okay, we'll go back up to center, and then we will turn left or turn towards the front of your mat, and then get back into our downward dog. Okay, we'll do, since we're already in the downward dog, we're not going to do a full sun salutation because ain't nobody in the mood for that. But since we're already here, we'll do a half one. So let's go down to plank, lower ourselves down to the ground, or half drop ourselves if we're not strong enough yet. Do cobra pose, back into downward dog. Take our dog for a walk. And then we're gonna walk our feet up to meet our hands. We'll look up, look back down, and then full arms overhead. If you don't have shit in the way to knock over, that's always ideal. But I mean, to each their own. If you want to knock your stuff over, That's fine. Oh my goodness. Whew. I need a water break already. Okay. So, I want to do a couple of sitting poses, and I don't really remember like how well I know how to do this one, so I kind of just fell to the ground just now. You could like more gracefully get down there if you want. We're gonna start with just like you would be just on your knees like this, and sit back on your knees and try to just keep your spine as straight as you can. Just kind of rest your hands here. And if this one hurts your knees or your ankles, you always put a blanket underneath it, or you can just modify it. Because if you have like sensitive knees, you don't want to be stretching or injuring your knees anymore. And they already are, so feel free to modify. But this one just is like relaxing. And then now we're gonna try it. Again, it's been a minute since I've done, I think it's called camel pose or something like that. I guess you kind of look like camel. But we're going to do it with blocks, or at least I am, because I definitely cannot do it without. And so now I'm just trying to remember how I ever did this. So this is fun. Okay. Did we just have the one block? I guess you had both of them. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my blocks on their highest height, like this. And then I'm going to put them one for each hand. And then I'm going to try to kind of put them behind my heels. And then try to lift myself up. Nope, that's not working. Nope, I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it. Nope. What does it look like? Let's see what the picture looks like. Oh, you're supposed to like lean back. Oh, I understand now. Yeah, you're not supposed to lift yourself up. How am I going to do that without falling over? I think this is okay, so we're going to want our blocks. I feel like somewhere near our feet. Yeah, don't know where. I don't know if you put it on the inside or the outside of your ankles. We'll find out. Okay, and then we're supposed to lean back. There's no way I can lean back that far. How did I ever do this? I swear I used to be able to. Okay, well, we're going to call this abbreviated camel pose, because there's no way. I guess if you put your arms, like, you just have to switch your arms. This is awful. Okay, whatever. We're not doing this anymore. Yeah, okay. That's not supposed to put us in a good mood. So, we're just going to skip that one and try something else. That's what we do here. If we can't do it, then we just do something else. Okay, we're going to get down on our backs. Ugh. Ow, fuck. Gonna run into more shit, the usual. And I just want to like lay here and not do anything, but we're going to do a few more poses before we call it quits. So you're going to want your knees up and your heels close to your butt as you can get them. And then we're going to try a bridge pose and just keep your arms a little bit wider than your knees. Just keep those down in front of you. And then you're just going to lift up your stomach here. And then you'll feel it in your whatever thigh or quad. Like I said, I don't know which one it is, but the top of your thighs, you'll feel a stretch. And then we'll go back down and rest for a few seconds before we do our second one. And I think we'll do 3 in total for an unknown amount of time, because I'm not timing us. Even if I tried to time us, it like wouldn't work because I'm so bad at like keeping track of time, like math, that's not my strong suit. But this has been a long enough rest. So we're going to go back up for our second bridge. This one I'm trying to like keep my core tight. I feel it mostly in my thighs, probably because my core is so weak. But once you get stronger, I imagine you'll be able to like suck this in and get stronger in the core. But I mostly feel it in my thighs. Okay, I want to take another break before we do our last bridge. This one, if you haven't done a lot of yoga, it's a really common one. At the end of a workout, like once you're able to hit the mat, lay down. Oh my god, my allergies or something is killing me. I'm gonna like choke over here. It's definitely one of those that they like to do at the end when you're just like on your back. Okay, last bridge. I think that's been long enough. Okay, we can do it. Okay. Again, we're going to hold this for an unknown amount of time because I'm not going to count. But we'll try to hold this one a little bit longer since it's our last one. But this pose I don't mind too much. Again, it's going to make my thighs or quads or some sort of muscle a little bit sore, but it's not too bad. Okay, we'll just do a few more seconds. And we'll go down. And then also with the bridge, when you go down, don't just drop down like this. It's always good to have control. Like you just lower yourself down. And that's where you're still building that strength in your core and your thighs by lowering yourself down like that. Like you see me when I do from plank to chaturanga, I'm falling down because I need more strength to lower myself down slowly, but we'll get there. Okay, we're going to do some windshield wipers, and so you can keep your knees in your same position here with your heels close to your butt, and then we're just going to go have our knees fall to the right for a couple seconds. Breathe in and out, have our knees fall to the left. And this is where I get a stretch in my upper back. And so that's why I really like this one. And then we're just going to go back and forth with the windshield wipers. Again, I'm not counting, but we're just going to do it for a few seconds. Hold it if you like to do it quicker, you can. I like to hold it a little bit just to feel the stretch. You can hold it for longer. Really, it's whatever pace feels good for you. But yeah, I definitely like these at the end of a workout just to kind of get my back feeling more relaxed. I'm trying to do a little bit of breathing. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, we're going to try this. We'll see how this works. We're going to try with our left leg down, just straight, flat on the mat. Then we're going to try to lift our right leg up and then hold your calf or whichever part of your leg or your thigh, if you can't reach your calf, to make your leg perpendicular to the ground, your right leg. And don't try to stress too much about how far you can go, because wherever is fine. It's just a little bit of a stretch. Okay, we'll put our right leg down and we'll switch. Yeah, see. Especially this is where one of those scenarios where you might have a different amount of stretch. On one side you might be able to go a little bit farther or just feel a little bit more of a stretch, and that's totally normal. Okay. I'm so tired. Goodness. I just want to give up. So that's what we're going to do. That's why when you're in a bad mood, sometimes you just need to breathe. So we're going to do Shavasana, have our feet at the corners of our mat, have our arms down outside of our mat with their palms facing up. I'll try to do some sort of breathing if you're able to. I like to close my eyes during Shavasana. I can't really breathe through my nose right now, but if you're able to do that, sometimes it helps. And so I'd recommend, if you can, staying in this pose, 30 seconds to a minute, or even up to a couple of minutes if you have time. It just feels so relaxing just to kind of let yourself go. I just try to just let my legs, my arms, my shoulders, everything sink into the mat. And that's one of the ways that I feel relaxed and can kind of get rid of some of my anxiety. It's just by letting myself melt into the floor. That's why it's one of my favorite poses. Okay, so now I'm going to roll on my right side, put my left arm down to get myself up gently so I don't hurl myself up and make myself dizzy. I'm a little bit dizzy, but that's okay. But here's the real question. Are we in a better mood? I don't know if you're in a better mood. I'm in a slightly better mood. Not amazing. I don't feel like I want to jump around, have a party. I don't know, whatever people do when they're in a good mood. I'm depressed, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, I feel a little bit better. So hopefully you do too. But thank you so much for watching, and stay well, my friend.